Hello and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Fitri and Dr. Hasanah. I am Nadirah binti Abdul Wahab with my partner Zamhariah binti Ahmad Fudil from group HM2416B. We'll present about our research. The title of our research is the influence of the Destination Management Organization website features towards the intention to visit a destination. For the background of the study, I will explain about the Destination Management Organization and Sabah Tourism website first. According to World Tourism Organization, Destination Management Organization or DMO is a strategic leader in destination development whose primary function is to drive the coordinate all the elements that make up a destination, which are marketing, attraction, amenities, access, and pricing. DMO creates its website as a mechanism in promoting the destination to the tourists. It can be said that destination website is one of the medium for people to gain information regarding the destination that they want to visit, besides using other options such as brochures, social media, guidebooks, and travel agents. And based on statistics from Destination Analysts Incorporation in 2017, there are about 78% of site users who were potential visitors have visited the destination after using the DMO website. In general, almost every state in Malaysia has its own tourism website to promote the attraction in their state. One of the states is Sabah. Sabah have its own website, which is Sabah Tourism website, and it is as part of the DMO that serves to provide industry that support primarily on business events, promotion, and the marketing of Sabah as a tourism destination. In 2019, Sabah Tourism Board that manage all the tourism activities in Sabah as well as the website have received the award for Asia Pacific Tourist Board in the category Best Website from Travel Mall. According to statistics from Tourism Sabah in 2020, Sabah have increasingly received over 1 million of international and domestic tourist arrival from 2017 until 2019. Therefore, this study used Sabah Tourism website in order to evaluate the website features and then investigate the correlation between website features with the intention to visit a destination. The functional features of the website, which are informativeness, design, and interactivity, are evaluated and presented in this study to understand the user perception about the influence of the website features towards their intention to visit a destination. We as a researcher for this study have identified the research problem regarding the Destination Management Organization website features to influence people's intention to visit a destination. Firstly, for the informativeness features, it is important to understand the preferences of tourists in seeking the information during their planning phase to travel. According to Choi in 2007, he found that during the planning phase course, people will visit the destination website. However, the overloaded information that comes from the various sources makes the users feel confused before they knowing the intended information. Thus, the study will evaluate the quality of informativeness elements of the destination website. Next is for the design features. The past researcher Wishby George in 2010 stated that websites that well organized and appealing appearance can increase the user experience during they visit the website. However, design of the website draws user attention and affect interest toward the website, but still does not influence their interest toward the destination. So design features will be evaluated further as well in this study. Next research problem is related to the interactivity features of the destination website. According to recommendation of World Tourism Organization and European Travel Commission in 2008, interactivity features is one of the significant elements in establishing a successful tourism website, and it is supported by other researchers, which are Hamid in 2017 believed that higher usage of interactivity in DMO website will affect greater of user intention to use the website and then choosing the destination. However, Bohalis and Wagner in 2013 found that interactivity is the element that most of the destination websites have neglected. Therefore, based on the problem mentioned earlier, the study will find out which features of the DMO website is the most influential on people's intention to visit the destination. Our research objectives are to investigate the influence of website features, which are informativeness, design, and interactivity features towards tourist intention to visit a destination. We also doing our research to find out the answer for our research question, which are does the informativeness, design, and interactive features can influence the intention of tourists to visit a destination. Next, for the framework of our study, we adapted the purpose model of the DMO website features influence the intention to travel from Hyunjin in 2017. It can be seen that the website features, which are informativeness, design, and interactivity, are the independent variable. Meanwhile, the intention to travel is the dependent variable. And the researcher Hyunjin came up with the hypothesis that the intention to travel influenced by all the elements in the website features. Thus, the main focus of the study is to examine whether the website features have a direct impact on tourist intention to visit a destination. For the research hypothesis, we assume that the informativeness, design, and interactivity features of the Destination Management Organization website have a positive correlation to influence tourist intention to visit a destination. The significance of the study have divided into two aspects, which are theoretical and practical aspects. For theoretical aspect, the study can contribute to the current literature of the DMO website features to influence the intention of tourists visiting a destination. As there are a few studies that focus on specific state tourism organizations in Malaysia in order to evaluate the website features to influence the intention to visit a destination, the study can help future researchers make a further investigation into this area. Meanwhile, for the practical aspect, the study can contribute to Tourism Board Authority getting acknowledged about the preferences of the web user towards the DMO website. Thus, they can improve the website features such as by updating the information from time to time. And from this study also, Tourism Board Authority can increase the quality of the website features in order to attract tourists to visit a destination from the website. For the literature review in this study, it's all about the explanation and discussion among past researchers regarding the Destination Management Organization and website features, as well as the intention to travel. As we know, Sabah Tourism Board is one of the Destination Management Organization. As stated by Sabah Tourism in 2020, Sabah Tourism Board is an organization that working under the Ministry of the Tourism, Culture and Environment of the State Government of Sabah. And its role is to promote and market Sabah as a world-class eco-tourism destination. They aim to ensure that tourism sector remains a significant economic pillar. Meanwhile, Destination Management Organization by Gatrell in 1988 that stated Destination Management Organization is an organization that has been set up to support a particular destination for attracting the target audience. Meanwhile, Cho and Sung in 2012 and other researchers, the DMO website is providing the potential tourists with access to the information about the destination. In terms of website features, Carlson and Ocas in 2011 stated that website features can improve the web user's browsing experience by giving significant information, a sense of leisure, and the chance to connect with the product or service operator. and is supported by BJO in 2010, have identified that the online users' emotional response arose because of the elements in the website features, that form of information, details, and image, as well as interactivity. And for the informativeness features of the DMO website, as stated by Choi in 2016 and other researchers, that informativeness is described as the ability to provide relevant information on reliability and usefulness to potential tourists. Meanwhile, Fortness and Murray stated that the informativeness of the DMO website is the acquisition of information is necessary for tourists to make a decision. In terms of design of the DMO website, Rosen and Purinton in 2004 have mentioned that the effectiveness and the attractiveness that is shown from a well-designed website can attract users to explore the website deeper. Meanwhile, McDowell in 2016 and other researchers described the website design is essential to the creation of a psychological immersion state and can increase the probability of the user stay on the website. And for the interactivity features of the DMO website, as stated by Hamid in 2017 and other researchers, the interactivity is the interaction between two or more parties on the online communication network. Meanwhile, Xu and Lee in 2013 that stated interactivity may be one-way flow of information change between the visitor and the organization through interactive communication. And for the aspect of the DMO website can influence intention to travel, as stated by Hennessy, Yoon, and McDonald in 2016, and DeCroc in 1999, the intention to travel are articulated and examined in the scope of trip planning behavior, which is regarded as part of complex decision-making and behavior process, and is supported by Franzoni and Bonera in 2019 and Ali in 2016 that it is important for the DMOs to comprehend the development and conveyance of successful experiences as they influence the tourist satisfaction, the ability to memorize the visit, and the behavioral intention. For the methodology of this research, as it can be seen, our research has been conducted by following the process that start from the identifying the research design to be used, and then we identified the population and sampling to be involved in the research, and the next process involved is that we've developed the instrument for the survey, and after that we conducted the pilot study to ensure that our research survey are valid and can be proceed further, and after that we proceed for the data collection process, and finally we process and analyze the data collection that we obtain from the survey. And firstly, in our research design, our research is the descriptive study because we doing our research to describe the relationship between the DMO website features towards intention to visit a destination. And then we use quantitative approach because to obtain the data that more consistent, precise, and reliable, and also because our research involved the larger sample that randomly selected. And our research is the correlational study because we want to test the correlation between the independent variable and dependent variable. And then we use non-constraint setting because it has minimal interference when we conduct our survey as a method to collect data. We also apply a cross-sectional study in our research as we collected the data at the specific time given only. So to identify the population and sampling, we use non-probability sampling because it involved by many people people, and not every individual has a chance being included in this research. And the individuals are selected based on non-random criteria that we have set for our survey. We have applied convenience sampling as it is the best way getting basic info quickly and efficiently. Besides, there is not criteria required to be a part of our research sample. The population of this study are the people who have visited Tourism Sabah website and did not yet visit Sabah. And as the data collection during pandemic COVID-19, we have provided the questionnaire about the intention to visit Sabah after pandemic COVID-19 end. And for the unit of analysis, we selected people who have experience browse the Sabah website and have not visit Sabah, but at the same time they have the intention to visit Sabah. And as to determine the sample size, we have used the formula set by Tabani and Fidel, and after the calculation, the sample size for this study is 74, but we collected 100 samples to avoid error problem occur during the real data collection. For the instrument in this research, we have provided self-administered questionnaire for the respondent, and it consists of 5 sections, which are Section A for the informativeness features, and Section B related to the design features, Section C for the interactivity features, Section D related to the intention to visit Sabah after pandemic COVID-19 and the last section is all about the demographic profile. And overall, the questionnaire have 26 items from all the sections. We have provided 2 languages in our questionnaire, which are English and Bahasa, to ease the respondents understand the equations. We also use nominal scale for the question in demographic profile and 5-point Likert scale for other section. And the scale start from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Next process we have conducted is the pilot study. We managed collected 30 respondents as suggested by Isaac and Michael in 1995. That 10 to 30 respondents is valid for pilot study. The screening questions have provided in the survey as well, because to ensure the objective of this study achieved. And overall, the pilot study participated by 47 respondents, but after filter out based on the screening question in the survey, we can collect 30 respondents that qualified for this study because the answer they have experience browse the website through the screening questions. The respondents has been tested by answering the screening question first. Once they pass the question, the direct link to the Sabah Tourism website is given to them, and then can be proceed to the questionnaire once they finish browse the website. And during the data collection process, we have used Qualtrics website as a platform to conduct a survey. The survey distributed through online platform only, which are WhatsApp and Telegram, because it is conducted during pandemic COVID-19, and the respondents were provided with a direct link to the Qualtrics site. Then the respondents have to answer the screening questions whether they have ever visited Tourism Sabah website and have visited Sabah before this. If they pass the screening question by answering that they have experienced visit Sabah website and not yet visit Sabah, Then they can continue to browse the Sabah Tourism website by clicking the direct link given to them. And then once they finish browse the website, they have to answer the screening question once again that regarding the Sabah Tourism website to ensure they explore the website. And if they got the answer right about the question, they can proceed to answer the questionnaire. And then overall, we got 147 respondents. But after filter out the questionnaire, the qualified respondents through screening question, we successful obtain 100 target respondents that we want to achieve. It means that 47 respondents has been rejected in this survey. And after finish collected the data that we required, we have processed and analyzed the data by using statistical package for social science SPSS to get clear view of data analysis of each variables. And to achieve the objective of this study, we have selected a few analysis tests that suitable for our study, and we have conducted reliability tests first by using the Cronbach alpha analysis to measure the inter-item consistency of the instrument that we have developed by testing it for Likert scale question. And then we also have conducted descriptive analysis, which are frequency distribution analysis for process the demographic data, and central tendency and dispersion to get the mean score of each variable's questions in this study, besides to know the perceptions of the respondents towards the variables. And finally, we run the inferential analysis to test the hypothesis of this study. The test that we use to run the analysis is by using Pearson correlation coefficient in order to see the significant relationship of independent variables, which are the website features of informativeness, design, and interactivity, and dependent variables, which is intention to visit a destination. And after that, we measure the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable by using multiple linear regression analysis. I think that's all from me, and then the other part of the study will be explained by my partner Zamhariyah.
Thank you to my partner. Now I will continue with the result and analysis. For the respondent demographic background, it is consists of the gender, age, occupation, education, and marital status of the respondent. First, female respondent more dominant as opposed to male respondent in this study. Second, the majority of the respondent age group was 21 until 30, who are young adult that more exposed and active in using technology. Third, over half of the respondent is working and have a career. Next, the majority of the respondent is educated and have a qualification. Lastly, the highest percentage of the respondents are still single and they are mostly like to travel. Next, for the mean score for informativeness features, our intention to visit destination, according to the result, it indicates that the respondents show a high level of agreement toward all items in informativeness features. The range of the mean score were from 4.07 until 4.32. And people more prefer to know the information about the travel-related product when they visit the destination website. Next, the mean score for design features, our intention to visit destination, the result indicate that the respondents show a high level of agreement toward all items in design features. And the range mean score were from 4.10 until 4.28. Which is people attracted to the design of the website, especially for the graphical elements such as color and pictures in the website, which area visually appealing them. Next, Next, the mean score for interactivity features our intention to visit destination. The result indicate that the respondents show a high level of agreement toward all items in the interactivity features. The range of the mean score were from 4.02 until 4.44. People interested to the destination website because it have a contact area. The contact area can help them to interact with the destination manager to know further about the destination that they want to visit. Lastly, the mean score for intention to visit destination, and it is a dependent variable in this study. The range of the mean score were from 4.12 until 4.34, which is people show a high level of agreement to the website features, which are informativeness, design and interactivity can influence their intention to visit Sabah post-COVID-19. Next, the value show of Cronbach alpha for independent variable. First, for informativeness have recorded the value of Cronbach alpha is 0.848. The second for the design features value is 0.897, and the interactivity features recorded the value of Cronbach alpha is 0.871. This shows that all those independent variables is very reliable. Meanwhile, for the dependent variable, which is intention to visit a destination, is also reliable with the value of the Cronbach alpha is 0.893. It means that all the independent variable and dependent variable are acceptable, and all those variables fall under Cronbach alpha range 0.7 until 0.9. Next, for the Pearson correlation, which is the direction of the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. This analysis used to test the hypothesis of three independent variables, which are informativeness, design, and interactivity. First, the positive relationship was shown between the informativeness features of DMO website and intention to visit a destination. This is because there was a 0.73 value of correlation between the variable of the informativeness and intention to visit a destination. When the tourists get the relevant information, their intention to visit a destination is high. Second, the positive relationship was also shown between design features and intention to visit destination. This is because there was a 0.77 value of correlation between the variable of design and intention to visit a destination. So when the design of the DMO website look attractive, their intention to visit destination will be high. Lastly, the positive relationship was shown between interactivity features and intention to visit a destination. This is because there was a 0.84 value of the correlation between the variable of interactivity and intention to visit a destination. So when the website have the interactivity with the user, their intention to visit a destination will be high. Next, the table shows the summary of the hypothesis testing result, and all the hypothesis is supported. Based on the table, the value of R squared is 0.733. From this value, it shows the independent variable of the informativeness, design, and interactivity contribute 73.3% factor of intention to visit. Meanwhile, the remaining 26.7% factor to intention to travel are obtained by another independent variable. Thus, all the independent variables of informativeness, design, and interactivity have significant relationship with the dependent variable. Next, for the multiple linear regression, the table shows the significant value of the independent variable, which for design and interactivity are 0.035 and 0.00 respectively. As the significant value of these two independent variables less than 0.05, it means that design and interactivity have a high significance with the dependent variable, which is intention to travel. However, as the significant value for the informativeness is 0.578 more than 0.05, it means that these features have a slightly significant with the intention to travel. Thus, the interactivity and design have the most significant relationship with the intention to travel compared to the informativeness features. Now, for the limitation and future study, this study have several limitations. First, it is appropriate to distribute the questionnaire by using the internet site because the researcher is prevented for conducting a face-to-face session with the respondent during the COVID-19 pandemic. The distribution only using online social media such as WhatsApp and Telegram, and the questionnaire is answered through Qualtrics. For future study, the researcher may collect the data with various techniques such as a face-to-face. This is because the interviewer can collect all the complete response with a short period of time. Besides, the researcher also can clarify on the spot if the respondent have any confusion regarding the questionnaire. Secondly, since only one DMO Sabah website has been selected in this study to represent the destination, and the respondent have been asked to respond to the survey based on the website given, because of that, selection of another DMO website can be suggested for future study to find deeper understanding of the issue, such as select another DMO website from another state in Malaysia. Next, the limitation in this study is the design of the survey does not monitor how long it took for participants to visit DMO website before taking the survey. The external factors such as technical challenge faced during their participation may have caused slow navigation and biased response. So, using the experimental design in future study will allow researchers to obtain more detailed and reliable response from participants for under control conditions that meet the research objective. Next, for the implication and suggestion, for the academic, the analysis of this study will contribute to the current literature of DMO website features to influence the purpose of visitor visiting a destination. Besides, based on the information related to DMO website features for the intention to visit, it is very helpful as the academic discussion as part of being a reading and source material. Lastly, as a secondary sources, this study also can be academic source that can add to the body of literature. Next, for practical, since our research is related to the intention to visit Sabah that based on their website features, this research is involved in this industry directly, which is the Sabah tourism industry. Through this study, the industry will get the latest information about its website features, such as informativeness, design and interactivity, which will slightly affect people to visit the destination on post-COVID-19. And in terms of collecting new data and information obtained from post-COVID-19 tourism in Sabah, the finding of the research can also be sourced for their reference. Besides, it will help the Sabah tourism industry to obtain recognition of the web user preference for the DMO website. In other hand, they can enhance the website to attract people to visit the destination by updating and sharing more important information from time to time. Thus, as the suggestion and recommendation for this study, the destination manager have to develop their destination website features to make the website more effective to the tourists. So, the destination manager should improve the information features of the website by providing more sufficient information regarding the destination. They also should keep up to date the information related to the destination tourism product that can give them reliable and trust to the information in the website. Next, for the design features, the destination manager have to improve the visual appearance of the website, such as the layout of each section and graphical element such as pictures and color. The layout must be neat and comfortable to ease people to read and look up the information that they needed, while the theme color used at the background of the website page must be attractive and consistent to stimulate people's intention toward the website. Lastly, for the interactivity features, the destination manager must upgrade their communication or marketing tool that using email and newsletter to update the destination information to the people. Besides, the destination manager also have to ensure that website navigate did not give more time for people to jump from another page to another page in the website, because this is to avoid them from searching another source for getting travel information. And as a conclusion, the influence of the Destination Management Organization (DMO) website features on the intention to visit destination was analysed in this study. And our study accomplished the target of the 100 respondents with a combination of female and male respondents. Overall, the findings demonstrate that web features such as informativeness, design, and interactivity turned out to be positive determinants that influence people to visit the destination. Therefore, this study finds that design and interactivity website features are the most and largest contributor to the intention of influential people to travel than informativeness website features. That's all for us. Thank you.